and the minority leader in Parliament, Haruna Idrisu, and 2 other MPs are urging the Supreme Court to restrain the Ghana Revenue Authority, GRA, from its planned implementation of the electronic transaction levy on May 1. Mahama Ayariga, Samuel Okudzeto-Blakwa, and Haruna Idrisu have sued the Attorney General, arguing that Parliament did not have the required numbers of at least half of its membership present to pass the controversial tax at the time it was approved. Now, the E-Levy, which imposes a 1.5% tax on mobile money transactions, was heavily opposed by the NDC MPs, with Parliament's subsequent passage of the tax policy triggering this legal action. My colleague Kweku Asante joins us via Zoom with details of this injunction application filed by the NDC MPs. Kweku, what are the details of this injunction?
So, Ernest, the 3 MPs are contending before the Supreme Court that irreparable damage will be done to them, the 3 MPs, as well as the generality of Ghanaians, if the court does not injunct the Ghana Revenue Authority and its implementation partners from going ahead from implementing the E-Levy. We know that government says it plans to start collecting the tax measure from 1st of May, that is just a few days away. And so if you go to the specific application that they've made, and the affidavit in support of this application for injunction was deposed by Honorable Samuel Okudzeto-Blakwa, who is part of the 3 NDC MPs who have sent this case to court. The substance or the crux of the argument is that if government starts collection of the tax measure, that is by 1st May, and the court is to find that the Parliament, by passing the E-Levy, did not have the requisite numbers to do so, the people who have had their money deducted will find it difficult to get government to give them the money. On the other hand, they contend that should court stays this implementation and then later finds that Parliament did nothing wrong, then government can simply start the collection of the tax measure. And so what they are saying is that if you look at the balance of probabilities, it is in their favor for government to do so by holding on. We've also been hearing from Samuel Okudzeto-Blakwa, who wants government to hold on because they filed this injunction. Let me quote some portions of this application that was filed by the minority in the Supreme Court today. And if you look at paragraph 19 of the application, it says, unless the Ghana Revenue Authority is restrained, irreparable harm will be occasioned to the plaintiffs and also to millions of citizens of Ghana and all other persons on the basis of the fact that if the Honorable Court nullifies the passage of the Electronic Transaction Act, the government of Ghana would not be in the position to reimburse all the monies that it has collected. And that is the point I made earlier on. I continue to say that the plaintiffs of millions of citizens and persons in Ghana who stand to be affected by the implementation of the E-Levy have no adequate remedy in law to restore the status quo if the passage of the levy is nullified. So this is the weight of the argument of the minority MPs. We only know that this motion is set to be moved on the 4th of May, but the E-Levy is set to be implemented on the 1st of May. That is 3 clear days after the collection has started. And so some watchers, some legal analysts have raised concerns that when the Supreme Court is called to balance the probabilities and when government has already started collection, then what are you injecting in the first place? So it will be interesting to see how the court decides this matter, Ernest.
Okay, thank you very much. We're fortunate to have Samuel Okudzeto-Blakwa, MP for Norton, who is one of the MPs behind this action, join us on the line. Mr. Blakwa, I'm grateful that you could join us. Is this application not coming in too late? The case has been fixed for hearing on May 4. The policy would have already taken off. Any steps being taken by our lawyers to address this? Oh, we seem to have a problem with the lines reaching the Member of Parliament for Norton, who is part of the 3 MPs who have taken this action at the Supreme Court, seeking to halt the implementation of the electronic transaction levy, which kicks off on May 1. That application for injunction has been scheduled. The hearing has been scheduled for May 4, which is clear days, 3 clear days after the implementation has already taken off. This appears to be a challenge, at least on the face of it, for the relief they're seeking from the court. We're working the lines to bring on Samuel Okujeto-Ablankwa to find out what their lawyers are doing about this and if this does not substantially affect the case and what they're asking the court to do. We do not have him. Once we do, we'll bring you that interview. Let's do some...